Hey friends, you're probably wondering why I'm on a ladder on top of my Airstream. Well, we got a broken light. This guy right here is going to have to be swapped. It's not supposed to do that. Okay, I'm going to do my best to explain how this all works, but inside here there's a clip in the back and a clip in the front, and we have to pop those clips loose. I'm just going to use a small little thin screwdriver to do it. This bezel is ruined, so I'm not worried about it, but if you wanted to pop one of these open, you might want to try to protect the chrome with something like some tape or use a different kind of tool. But I'm just going to pry this in here and pop it up. There's the front, there's the back, and then inside here there's some tape and some adhesive where they sealed it, and we've got to get all of this stuff off. So let me go ahead and start cutting wires and getting things loose, and we'll get this thing off. So these are the original marker lights to the trailer, but this panel is not. So these marker lights were removed, this panel was replaced, and marker lights were put back on. And unfortunately, this one has failed. The little plastic in here has failed, and now we got to replace it. So they used a sealant called Sikaflex 221, which I'll show you in just a minute. But we're going to have to get some of that off. We're going to have to fish the wires out and try to replace this thing. So in the meantime, bear with me as I go through and disassemble and figure out what's going on in here. And the awning right down here below me is a perfect place to keep all your hardware and everything. Makes a nice little tray. So these are just some self-tapping screws that they used to put this panel on, or the marker light on. So we're going to be putting these right back in. And they put a generous amount of sealant underneath this thing. All right, screws are out. See if we can get this thing lifted up. And there's where the holes were for the screws to go into the panel. And here's a lot of Sikaflex, which I'm just going to peel off like that. I'm going to see if I can find out where these wires go through and where they're connected, so I can cut them and we can put the new one on. Maybe I can fish them out individually. Oh, here comes one. And, oh, there's the other one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off right below these markers, but first I'm going to wrap some tape around this so it doesn't disappear. All right, I just got some blue painter's tape, and I'm going to wrap this around kind of like this, so that can't go back down into the hole. And we are now going to cut these wires as close as we can right here like this, and we'll take all this now and go back down underneath the canopy where it's a little cooler and give you a better look. In case you're wondering about the extension ladder I'm using, you can find this on our Amazon storefront, but this is a Toolatin 12-foot telescoping ladder, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. I'm going to do a review on this ladder. It's going to be coming up, but I would never own an Airstream without having one of these ladders. All right, let's talk about what you're going to need to do this job. Obviously, this is the old light, so you're going to need a replacement. That one is in here. You got to make sure, if it's a curved one, that you get a curved one, and you want to get the curved gasket to go with it. That came from Woodland Airstream, not affiliated, great company. You're going to need some wire connectors, and these are the heat and shrink kinds. You're going to need a way to heat shrink them. You're going to need some wire cutters, of course, a Phillips head screwdriver in my case to get the Phillips head screws out, and then a small pry tool. I just used a small screwdriver. Some blue electrical tape to secure your wiring, and you're going to need some Sikaflex 221. This is the gray one, and this is what Airstream recommends for a lot of the repairs if you're going to seal anything. This is not silicone, this is a polyurethane, and this stuff is amazing. It's not inexpensive, but really good stuff. You're also going to need some kind of wire stripper, or you can use mechanical ones, kind of like these. I really like these. They're really good. A way to crimp your connectors. I'm going to use this style. I have these self-soldering ones right here, which are really good, and I like them. Problem is, I don't have the right size. This one might work. I'm not sure. I'm going to check it in just to see. You're going to need some denatured alcohol or another type of solvent to clean everything up there, get the old adhesive and old stuff off so you can put new sealant down. I like denatured alcohol. It works really well, gets rid of the wax, buildup and soap and things that are up there. Make sure you have good adhesion. All right, we're going to start by just getting some of this old adhesive off, and I don't know if you can notice, it's coming off just by me rubbing on it with my fingers. So we're going to do the best we can here to clean this up. And again, we're going to use some denatured alcohol to clean this whole area really well. I like denatured alcohol because I think it's easier on the clear coat, but it's really good at removing wax and any kind of cleaners. And I use a lot of wax. I use a lot of cleaners. I actually use a product by Aero Cosmetics that's called Wash and Wax, and I use it quite liberally to protect the finish. And there's probably a lot of it in here because I clean these things a lot. So anyway, let's go ahead and finish this up and let's get this new light mounted. All right, so I've taken the light out of the bag, the packaging. You didn't really need to see that, but this is what they look like when they come out of the packaging. And there's a little bit of adhesive in here. That adhesive will need to be removed. It's double-sided sticky tape, and that sticks it to here when you clip this down. And those metal clips, there's one in the front right here, and then there's one in the back right there. Well, in this case, this will be the front. The pointy end is going forward, and the blunt end is towards the back. But either way, those clips clip into the housing on here, like that and like that. And then the screws will go through these little holes here, and then there's a gasket that fits on the bottom. But for right now, we are going to get our wires connected. So let's get that done. I like to use these little mechanical wire strippers. I find they work really well, and we don't need a lot of it stripped off. So we're just going to go ahead and pop them off. All right, and now we'll go ahead and get our wires twisted up here. Again, just something I like to do. And I did not have the proper size for the ones that melt the solder on, so I'm going to have to go with the crimp kind. Good crimp. Now these are going to be tucked down inside, so I'm not overly concerned about them with the heat shrink, putting extra heat shrink on these, so this should be more than adequate. We'll get white to white. Make sure before you make your connections that you have all of your components in place that you want in place before you put this on, including your gasket, because I almost screwed up and didn't have my gasket on there. Okay, before you start making connections, make sure you have your gasket in place. Now this gasket has a smooth side, and it has a side that's been hollowed out or shaped to fit on the light. And that side is what goes in, and they fit over the bottom and makes it more watertight. So these wires are going to need to go through this little hole in the middle right there, right after the first slot. And it looks like it's going to be easier to get them through one at a time. All right, so those are in place. So when you get them all in, you can pull this down snug now, and that will fit up nice and smooth inside there. The light will snap on, click, click, and that's how it's going to be. And it makes for a much more watertight, much more clean little installation. And these have LEDs in them now. They're no longer incandescent bulbs. Super bright. All right, so let's go ahead and make this connection real quick. Maybe get a better view of it this time. Obviously, if you have an indicator, this is showing red, using red, so, or pink. So let's go ahead and use the right one. And we'll get a good crimp on that. Always test them. Okay. And we should be good to go. Okay, let's see if the light turns on. So you guys out there in the audience, let me know if it works, because I'm not up there to look at it. Did it come on? Okay, so we tested it. It does work. Our connections are good. We're going to go ahead and heat shrink these. All right, we're all heat shrinked up and looking good. This is all going to be tucked down inside the body, so it shouldn't be a problem. get my little keeper tape off of here, maybe. And we'll tuck these down inside. There's one, and there's two. And that is going to sit just like that, and we are looking good. It's going to be a nice installation when we're done. All right, let's get a little Sikaflex on here. Again, does not take a lot of this. A couple little dabs right over those holes, and we're going to put a little bit around here to seal that. And then this stuff is messy, so be careful where you put it when you're done. And once it sets, which does not take long, it sets for life. So be ready with it. Put a little bit more right on the bottom of the thing. I'm sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting a little dollop right where the wires go in, just to secure them. We're going to leave a little bit of slack. And now we're going to take our screws and a little bit more and just going to put a tiny little dollop inside here. And another one in the front, right where the screw holes are. Again, just to kind of make sure we're not getting any water intrusion in there. And we are going to get these put back in. Now comes the fun part. We got to get these holes lined up. There we go. Now I'm just going to run these down kind of pseudo tight. I'm not going super crazy with it. Just enough to snug them down, and I'm doing a little bit at a time, little bit at a time. Until I get a little bit more resistance. All right, and those are snug. And now we're just going to remove this adhesive from this, the covering from that. We're going to push our wires down in there a little bit more. And we are going to snap our housing into place. Front and back. And we are good to go. Clean up around it a little bit, because I did have a little bit of that sealant ooze out. A little bit of denatured alcohol up here to make sure I got any extra solvent off that I don't want on anything. There we go. That light's finished. That wasn't too bad. Okay, there you have it. That light's installed. Of course, it looks a lot better than the other two, but these are from 2023. This is a 2023 Airstream. So this one's going to take a while to age back in, but really easy to do. Just remember, don't use silicone. Use Sikaflex 221 for any of your sealants on top of your Airstream. It bonds to the aluminum better. It's a polyurethane type of sealant, not silicone. And remember to clean the area really good with something like denatured alcohol or wax remover to get any stuff off. Make sure you get good adhesion. Other than that, wiring is very straightforward. We did test it. It lit up just like it was supposed to with the other ones. So we are good to go. So we're going to call this job done. And hey, appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, life is all about the journey. Get out there, go exploring, go camping. We'll see you in the next one.